Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday.
Yeah, Friday.
What day is it? It's Thursday.
What day is it?
Good morning, Stacy.
Morning.
Oh, sorry we're a bit late, but my computer decided to update as soon as I turned it on. But thank you very much for updating me. Anyway, let's get going. Let's have a beautiful day today. I'm ready for that. Are you ready, Stacy?
I am ready. Clouds and all.
Here we go.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't it all? So come on, let's play. Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Indeed, it is a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful week.
Yes.
Beautiful life is what I like to say. We have people.
We do. I just lost the page. Oh, here we go.
Good morning, Kathleen Caputo, Mama Hado Bear in the house.
Mhm. Julie Kiss is here. And Jasmine.
Good morning. Blue Jeans here.
Good morning. Morning,
Yes,
Richard
yes.
Morris.
It's Pants Dancing. And Crystal Nobles is with us on YouTube. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kathy Hand and Deirdre.
And Kathy says, good morning and happy 11/11. I am off today for Veterans Day. I'm so happy to join you for the entire Cuppa. Refills, please. Cheers.
Here.
Cheers, Kathy and everybody else. And Stacy, hey, your cups match. All right. Yes, it is Thankful Thursday. Thank you, Deirdre. Let's go into our hearts. It's funny. I see 11s all over my computer. It's 8:11. We've got 11 people on, and it's 11:11.
There's your sign.
Definite confirmation, because Stacy and I were just saying that we're going to do something at 11 o'clock today. Probably at 11:11, we will we'll do something, whatever those angels tell us that we're supposed to do. So let's go into our hearts and feel into the energy connecting the heart and the brain. Slow down your breathing. Add in that joy, We are here for a cup of joy. Let's fill it to overflowing. Bring in the compassion and the warmth. We'll do this for a moment, and then we're going to share our thankful I am statements. I am thankful for you, Stacy.
I am blessed to be your friend.
I'm thankful for Kathleen Caputo.
Mhm. I'm thankful to be a part of this beautiful family.
And I'm thankful for Blue Jean Walensky.
I'm thankful for this cloudy day.
I'm thankful for Crystal Nobles.
And I'm thankful.
I am peace, here with all of you peas for peace that I am so thankful for.
And I am peace everywhere I go.
Absolutely. And I'm thankful for every person that is here on this show. Julie Kiss, Jasmine, Rick, Kathy Hand, Deirdre, Joanne, all of you. You're so in my hearts. And Kathy, you're getting your hair colored and styled at 11:11. That's so awesome. Does your hairdresser know what 11:11 means?
I should have got mine done today at 11:11.
Yours looks so beautiful. She did a great job on yours.
Yeah. I didn't fix it today, but she did a good job. I think I'll stick with her.
There you go. Deirdre says today is Tanya's birthday. Happy birthday, Tanya.
Happy birthday.
And let's see what else we got.
Julie Kiss says, I'm thankful for my P family.
Yes, yes. Kathy Hand, I'm grateful for this day off to join in fully with this faith-filled community. Love that.
Yeah, Blue Jean says today already seems to be a big day. There's a lot of visitors from across the veil. The how do you say that word? I can't.
Dichotomy.
Dichotomy, I can't see. Of sorrow and joy is palatable. I am thankful to be a guardian of the light bearers who have come before and now cheer us on to step in our own, into our own. She mentioned, sorrow and joy. The last couple of days coming up, I wake up with a mixed feeling. It's very, it goes away, but it's just like something changes here, some type of change.
Yeah, it does. Well, I'm going to tell my experience of waking up this morning, but just acknowledge Jasmine. I am thankful for love and divine grace. Me too. So, and Crystal is on YouTube. I don't think you're seeing her comments.
No, I'm only.
I am thankful for the world that is becoming love. I am thankful for the person I am becoming. I am thankful for the space we share. Thank you, Crystal. It's so beautiful. So this morning, I've been waking up at really odd times and early in the morning. So I woke up and I was telling Stacy this while I was getting my coffee. It was light outside. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did I oversleep? What time is it? And so I picked up my phone because that's how I know what time it is. And the screen came on and it said 7:13. And I thought, oh, okay, well, I didn't oversleep yet. Let me get out of bed. So I'm getting out of bed. But as I did, I still had my phone in my hand and it changed. It's like it just flipped, like you would flip a calendar. And it said 2:27. And I'm going, okay, wait. I blinked and it changed. And so I'm thinking, now this is really strange. So I walked over to look at the clock that's on the desk, and sure enough, it was 2:27. It was like I went through a vortex or some type of portal of energy where I just flew backwards in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't understand it. I can't explain it. But I was just like baffled. But I knew they wanted me to be awake at whatever the heck time it was. Like, open your eyes.
Yeah.
And I think it has to do with this 11:11 portal today. It was just so bizarre that it happened and that it was so clear. And I was still like, okay, whatever you're giving me, whatever attunement or codes or whatever that is, go ahead and do it because it's 2:00 in the morning and I want to go back to sleep.
Let's get on with it. They tricked you into thinking it was 7:13.
I know. So Deirdre says she woke up at 3:33. I stood up on my feet and started to fall asleep standing up, which is dangerous for Thump. So I went back to sleep. Oh, look at that. Kathy Caputo says 2 + 2 + 7 = 11.
We are definitely in a time of change for sure.
Yeah.
Growth, a lot of growth.
Yeah. And maybe that was the message of change. Things are not what they appear to be. And how many times have I had that message over this last, 2 or 3 months?
Mm-hmm.
It's been so loud and clear. Things are not what they appear to be. So I'm like, okay, that one was a huge message, but can you not make me confused in the middle of the night, please?
Well, 7:13. Yeah, 7:13 is 11. So.
Oh, is it?
7 + 3, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yes.
11.
Wow, you guys, you can't make this stuff up.
And here I am just in the other side of a wall, just snoozing away. I don't think I got any downloads last night. That was the night before.
Very, very strange happenings, but I love it. I'm just kind of going with the flow, as Marietta teaches us, accept, ally, and allow.
Yep. Go with it. Good morning, Tammy Fisk. I see you.
Oh, hi, Tammy.
And Annie's in here.
I think we might have missed a couple of the I ams. Kathy Caputo says, I am thankful for this 11/11 day and ready for the blessing it brings to each one of us.
Yes. I can't wait to hear.
Blessings and portals. Watch out for those portals.
You don't want to step in one on accident. Kathy Ann says, I am focused. I am strong. I am listening for divine guidance. I am open to receive all good things. Yes, you are.
Absolutely. Oksana's with us. Good morning, Ladybug. She says, good morning. I am peace within. I am cosmic dance. I soar. I trust the divine to swirl with me into well-being. I am doing good. I am really insightful as ideas flow to me all the time. I acknowledge this bounty, this miracle, this well-being, and allow it to flow into my life gracefully.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So I'm wondering if anybody else has plans to celebrate the 11/11.
Yeah. Let's do a short live. And if any of you want to join in with us, come on in and let's all feel into the energy together. That's what I'm feeling. Let's all just get together at that time and bless each other. Blue Jean says, time never is the same here as elsewhere. Oh boy, you got that right. I felt like I'd stepped into one of your portals, Jean, when that happened this morning.
Absolutely. Annie 7 says, I'm worthy and I am blessed. Yes, you are.
Yes. Good morning, Annie. And Oksana says, the portal is opening today at 10:17 p.m. your time for 26 minutes. It is wonderful to spend it in your favorite prayer or meditation, or put an intention forward to dissolve any worries. Right. 10:17 p.m. Stacy's usually in bed.
That was
So
last
you know.
night. You're telling on me, Teri.
I am.
I'm
Because
old.
I'm a night owl. I like being up late. I like having that alone time after everything's quiet and there's no external distractions. I like just communicating with God during that time. And at night before I go to sleep, I always think about all of you P's and the prayers that we put forth each morning. I just say, hey, God, remember what we did that. Hey, God, remember all of the P's in the P family. Let's bless all of them. And so that happens every night before I go to sleep, just so y'all know. You're not just lifted up in the morning.
Yep, Tammy. Tammy says, me too. It was Teri's talk. Me too. That was Teri's talk time until midnight.
Yeah. And I don't turn into a pumpkin if I stay up past midnight either. I like the late night time. And Kathy says, I'll be fast asleep at 10:17. I wake up to get ready and do certain chores at 6 a.m. Yeah, I'm not that early riser. This is stretching it to be awake every morning in time for the morning show. But that's all right because I love it. Every time I come on here, it raises my vibration immediately. So happy to be here with all of you. Well, let's see what Kuan Yin has to tell us. It's so funny. I'm almost afraid to look at the card.
If you pull number 11, I'm just.
Well, they're not numbered, but and it's not 11, Stacy. It's 10 Sisters of Light.
Okay.
Okay. You have been here before, lived many lifetimes. Your soul has learned skills in past lives and developed abilities and talents. It is time to reawaken and reclaim those past life gifts. Kuan Yin's grace, protection, and assistance help you now to release past life wounds so that you may bring past life powers to aid your present life purpose.
That is a direct message for me, Teri, because this morning before you walked out, I was looking up past life regression stuff. Thank you, Kuan.
Absolutely. Maybe you'll want to do one today and I can guide you through that.
Sure.
I don't call them past lives anymore. I know that's still a term that people use to talk about them. They're really an alternate life There's something, because time, it's interesting that we're just really talking about time today, but time is not linear. We make it that way as humans so that we can keep track and we can know, what did I do on that date or at this time, or I have a doctor's appointment at a certain time. So it's really happening all the time, not just in our linear time that we think this is all there is, this moment, right? It's 11:11 at 8:27 a.m. But it's really just part of all of the cosmic energy that exists. So all of our lives are already out there. They're just swirling around in different dimensions of time as we think of time. And Kathy Hand says, yes, time doesn't really exist. Yeah. So I do life journeys where we look at what are those lives that are swirling around and what can I learn from them? And do any of them intersect? Do any of those other lives sometimes come into the dimension that we're living in this 3D world and in our linear time? So it's very interesting the way things have shifted and changed over even the last decade for me in our linear time, that I've come to see that, and I've come to actually experience those dimensions and go into some of those alternate lives and for others and for myself and look at them.
Yes, I've experienced it. It's amazing. Several different times I've experienced it, and once on my own. It was very interesting to travel around.
It is. Yeah, it certainly is. And it's interesting to do the out of body experiences too, the astral travel. I love doing that, but I do it spontaneously, but I also love to have it guided, where I know that whoever's guiding me out of the body will bring me back. Will give me a wake up call so that I come back into the body.
Yeah, you don't want to be hanging out there.
Yep. I've always come back, but I know that that's been in the mind of people that have talked about it and done it. They're like, well, what if I don't come back to the body? You will. You will. Doing astral travel is all about setting your intention. And if you've got that intention already out there, that I'm going to have this experience and then I'll remember the experience, then that's what happens.
Yeah. I flew in my dream once. I was a bird and I was flying around a mountain, and it was dark and the trees were dark and the moon was lighting everything. I could feel the wind blowing in my face and everything. And then all of a sudden I got to the edge of the mountain and stopped, and just like a feather, gently back and forth to the ground, and I woke up. It was the most beautiful feeling.
I love the dreams where you're flying. And I know we really are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a dream. It's the angels and our spirit guides helping us to remember. And it's so real because it is real. I love that. Blue Jean says, I will add this as an intention to the grid and thank Kuan Yin. Thank Blue Jean. And what else do we have? Kathy Caputo says 2 a.m. is a great time to be awake and meditate. Yeah, it is. I love those early morning hours. I used to. I haven't really done it a lot since I've been on this trip, but I used to be awake until around that time. And I love the energy around 2 o'clock in the morning. It's such beautiful, peaceful energy. I agree.
I agree with that. I've woken up at 2 a.m. before and thought, okay, let's just go in the Zen den. And I come in here and journal, and it's peaceful and quiet, and then go lay down and go back to sleep for a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Leo said that Kuan Yin message was directed at me too. I am considering taking a past life on my birthday with you, Teri, to confirm the purpose of some of my gifts. Let's do it, Leo.
Blue Jean says, I will add this as an intention to the grid and thank Kuan Yin.
Deirdre says, what are your thoughts on deja vu? Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question. I believe, as I was stating earlier, that everything is happening. So what we think of as past, that's just us humans trying to put things in some kind of perspective that we can understand, right? If we all lived without clocks, wow, I would love it, but I know it would get kind of confusing. So anyway, everything is happening. So if you do something and you're thinking, wow, that was so familiar. I think I've done this before. You probably have. And you probably are doing it before in a different lifetime on a different dimension. That's my thoughts. And like I said earlier, I think that sometimes those life stream experiences intersect with each other. So you may be right here, right now on this 3D plane, living as who you are, Stacy, let's say, but maybe on another dimension, you're a different human or not human. And sometimes they can work through those dimensions. They can go through that veil, and all of a sudden you're having that same experience that you're having somewhere else. And that's why it feels so familiar, because you've already done it or you're doing it somewhere else, where it's like, oh, I know how to do this. And I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining that right. And I want to just share that when I was given Time Heals, which is an energy healing modality, for those of you not familiar with it, when that was downloaded to me, it's a lot to remember. The whole process of doing that energy healing there's steps to it. There are certain things that you do in it. And it was given to me when I was not in a place where I could write it down. I didn't have pen and paper, and I couldn't just reach out and grab one. And so I had told the angels to help me remember it. And I remembered as soon as I got inside to a place I could do that. And everything came through word for word, exactly how it was downloaded. And so I questioned them. I said, all right, I don't understand this. Why was it so easy for me to regurgitate that information exactly the way you gave it to me? How is that possible? And they said, because this isn't the first time you've done it. And it was like they opened my eyes, I could actually see other dimensions where I was doing that same process. Maybe it wasn't called that exact name, but I was doing that exact method of clearing energy and opening up the chakras. And it blew my mind. It was the first I had ever thought even of something like that I had done it already. And here they were giving it to me in this time frame, in this dimension. And that's how I knew exactly what to do. So to me, I've had the experience of it. And that's the only thing that I can come from. The only place I can state is what I've experienced personally. Mm-hmm. So they've helped me to understand the dimensions and understand other experiences in those other dimensions and how they do sometimes bleed over into this one.
Yes, I was just thinking while you're talking how amazing it is. We should do like an open conversation with everybody about their experiences with that. That would be so interesting. Josh, my husband Josh, gets the deja vu so intensely that it really almost takes him to his knees. He starts to feel very sick to his stomach when they come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe he could either listen to this conversation or we could have a conversation with him about it, Stacy, if he's open to that.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him and see. Maybe he'll do like a regression or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be awesome. All right, we missed some comments. We got lots of conversation going on, and while we're going through those, if you all want to put in any of your prayer requests, let's do that. So let's go through these comments. Kathy says, I'd like to do it again to see if there were other life experiences aside from that Native American or Hispanic girl that you saw in me, Teri. We've lived so many lives. I really believe that time is, it really doesn't exist. So we're always in energy. And when we do those regressions or the alternate life journeys, it's going to come through. If you're open to it, if you open your mind and go into that energy, we'll find the other life streams that you're living.
Annie 7 says, I'm asking to be put in the grid that me and my son find a place before the 30, our own place. Thank you.
Absolutely, Annie. We'll put, you're in the grid and you're in the prayer circle every day.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Annie
Over
says
there.
she's trying to get a FEMA camper before the 30th. Okay.
Okay, let's set that intention. Cabby's here. Good morning.
Good morning, Pat Moss.
And Kathy Caputo said, many years ago, a portal opened for a few seconds and I saw myself living as a man, but it was happening at the same time. I only saw it for a few seconds, but it was amazing. It is, Pat, or Kathleen. I remember the first time that I saw myself in another dimension. I was a child. And I used to go sit on the side of the mountain. That was my Zen spot when I was in the mountains. I had my own little clearing space. And the angels helped me see myself in another life. I was on the back of a horse. I was a Native American, and I was coming down the side of that mountain. I thought it was real. I'm looking at the mountain across from me, and I saw the horse, and it was me, and I knew it was me. I saw it coming down the mountain. And I got a little scared seeing that. I'm going, how can I be there and here at the same time? But they helped me to see that that was something that I had actually done. So when those portals open like that and you're able to see it, that's amazing. I just love it when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
There's been many times when I've been with somebody else and I see them in their past life. It just shows like a movie going on behind them of their past life journeys or their alternate life journeys. It's still a habit to say that word past life, but I'm really trying to correct myself when I do it because it's not past. And that's the whole thing with time. I'm glad we're having this discussion about time today. I think it's, I think it's interesting that on the 11/11, that's the discussion that's coming up for all of us.
Well, the picture, and I'm thank you for the picture you took of me with the looking at my lighthouse, I call it. When I was a young girl, probably 5 or 6, and I still remember this. And my grandparents had a little 55 and older trailer park they ran, and there was an apartment, and I would go upstairs, and you could see the lighthouse. And I remember staring at the lighthouse, and I would have visions of me being an adult person being married to the keeper of the lighthouse keeper. And I was 5 or 6, and I'm thinking, why am I thinking these thoughts? Like I envisioned this whole life at this lighthouse. And ever since then, it's just been like, I know I lived in, and maybe not that specific one, but I know that I was a wife of a light keeper.
Yeah, and that's so interesting, Stacy. I've always been drawn to lighthouses, always. Mm. When I see a picture of them, I just know that I visited that lighthouse. And the one that from yesterday, it looks so regal standing there across the water. I love the lighthouse that you have here.
It's very beautiful.
Oksana says, my intention is to wake every morning at time of Brahman. It is also called God's hour. It starts 96 minutes before sunrise and ends 48 minutes after. It's beautiful and auspicious time for prayers, meditation, and magic. I love that.
Kathy has a good idea. We should review your Time Heals book on the book club.
Yeah, that book Time Heals is used as the resource book for the class that I teach on how to do the modality. And actually you get attunements to the energy when you learn it. So yeah, that would be interesting for sure.
And I'm getting my second part today, Teri.
And you're getting an attunement to that energy today. Another one. Okay.
Having issues here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to the
Right. Tabby said, I was going to say because you knew it because you had done it before. Yeah, that's the simple answer for deja vu. And Oksana says, I ask for Archangel Deep Blue of protection to be put on me when I feel unstable and need some protection, or for all my meditations.
Yeah. That protection is very important.
Yes, it is.
And Leo says there's a show on Netflix called OA that is about simultaneous lifetimes, synchronicities, and deja vus. Very interesting. I'm going to look that up. Maybe we can watch that today.
Yeah, that would be cool. And Tabby wants us to pray for my home health provider's criminal background check, that it clears today, please. You get you in that situation where you have help and you have resources for what's going on with you, Tabby. Blue Jean says, well, putting time in perspective for all to understand, I have said past life. I now say another lifeline, another life stream, another lifeline, alternate lives. It all means the same thing. That is ongoing, constantly.
Absolutely. And Blue Jean says, well, putting time in a perspective for all to understand, I have said past life. I now say another timeline. Did you already read that?
It's okay. It was worthy of being said again.
Here's reading it twice.
Here's Stacy.
Hey, my brain is in another portal right now, I think.
It's quite all right. And Julie Kiss says, prayers for my sister's son, Antonio Papa. He has COVID. Speedy recovery, and thank you, peace.
Yes. And prayers for my mom who's going to the doctor tomorrow. Let's see what we're going to do for her, if any.
That's right. She is on our prayer list that I have suddenly misplaced. There it is.
It's probably back at 7:13 a.m.
And Oksana says, Archangel Michael. Yes, I thought that's who you were talking about. Angel Deep Blue, Archangel Deep Blue. I love that. That's like a nickname.
Yeah.
I know our Blue Jean calls him Big Mike. I like that too. And I think of him in that way, as so big and so huge that he's not going to let anything get through to us.
No. And I can feel him when I call him around. I get tingling in the back of my head.
Yeah. Always. Kathy says, when I am fearful or need a protection, I think of what my favorite author, Joel Goldsmith, says. Since God is everywhere present, there is nothing to be protected against. And that was a paraphrase, and that always helps her. Yeah, that's a beautiful thought, Kathleen.
It's like the poem I resonated with from Mary Lou's book, Never Alone.
Never alone. Yeah. And good morning, Catherine Kovacs. And Pat's asking prayers for her. She needs to live somewhere else. And love you all, and so grateful. Pat, you are in our prayers every day. We lift you up for that.
Every day.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to read the prayer list. Stacy, I don't know if you can stay with us through the prayers or if you need to go earlier.
I can stay through your reading of the prayers and then I'll hop off and make my call.
Okay, so then before I read them, are there any that you want to add? I know we've got your mom in there, and I know she's got an important day coming up tomorrow, so we want to really lift her up for that.
Yeah, my mom, thank you. Unspoken prayers for my husband and for you for traveling and for everyone for this day. Just let them experience everything that they're supposed to experience on this beautiful portal day.
Absolutely. And prayers for our angel circle that we're doing tonight. I'm excited about that, and I want the best experience possible for everyone there tonight that's coming in for that.
I really enjoyed your visit. We've done so many amazing things and met new people, and you're going to come back and do an angel circle in my town in
Right.
December. So
December 7th, less than a month away. All right, so Leo's asking prayers for himself. Got something going on with blood work for his kidneys, so let's put our arms around you for that, Leo. All right. So the prayers, we have Prachetta, Prachir, and Navriti, our India family. My sister Billy and her husband Tim. My sister Sheila and her two sons, Justin and Brandon. Gary, James, Loretta, Joanne Hill, Joanne Castillo, Erica Hoppy, Deirdre, and her daughter Danya, and happy birthday, Danya. I'm so excited that I get to say that to you on Facebook too when I get off of here. Suzanne and her family, her daughters Jillian and Jackie, Denise Choka, Marietta and Ed. I haven't seen our heart lady this morning. She's probably out there on the water floating around.
oh, I thought I saw her earlier and I went to read
Oh,
the
was
group
she?
and it was gone afterwards.
All right. Well, we definitely want to lift her up as she's in a boat out on the water, and keep that water calm for her, please.
Mhm.
Leo Harley and his family. And Leo, we know to lift you up really high for whatever's going on physically with you. For Lakshmi and DJ Blaze, both of them awaiting organ transplants. And I just want to add everybody that's awaiting organ transplants right now, and just a special prayer for what's happening there and everybody that's on those transplant lists. Rick Morrow and Josie, Meg and Jim Lorio, and our Auntie Jean Lorio and her husband Ron, Catherine Kovacs and her family and her beautiful fur babies, Jean Paul, Mary Jane, Pam and Gordy, Roslyn, Sally and Tony. I talked to Sally yesterday. I thought she might pop in this morning, but they've got some special things going on, so we're lifting them high. Christina, Kathy Hand, and her family and her friends and co-workers, Pat Moss and your grandchildren, Olivia and Tom, and your sister Susan, Becky, Charlie and his family, Hope and Zena. I haven't checked the messages. Hope has a hard time joining us, but she has been coming on and letting us know that she's listening. Andrea Gregg, Annie Seven, and your son Grayson, and Regina and Adam, Cassandra, Destiny Ortega, Gail Zimmerman and her husband Nick. Nick had his surgery. Gail gave us an update yesterday. He came through the surgery. They removed the tumor, and now it's the recovery part that we're praying for, that he comes through that with flying colors, and that everything is going to settle down with the swelling and anything that happened with that tumor that was there, that all the physical part just comes back. She said something about him losing his hearing. So we're just lifting him up for everything to recover and be rejuvenated and refreshed. Jennifer Langren, her husband Micah, and her two brothers, Chuck and Ken, Oksana, for you, for Amber, and for your mom, and also for Jenna. Isabel Reese, I'll be seeing our Isabel tomorrow. For her family, Isabel, Lanita, Teresa, and Inez, Linda Lemieux and her husband Dick, Stacy and her family, all her beautiful children. And I've met all of them now. They're such a
Yes.
beautiful, amazing family.
Thank you.
Blue Jean and her husband Dave, Karen Palmer, her dad Frankie, her husband and her daughter, Grace Isis and her father Edwin, Kathy Caputo, our mama Pato Bear, and physical healing for her eye, Raymond, Rebecca and Phil, Tina Carzo, Tammy's best friend Tracy, Luz Orsini, Jebby, Jim, Ryan, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Jackie, Christina's family, and special prayers for Christina and their family because they lost one of their fur babies yesterday that went to the Rainbow Bridge, and it was very difficult. As any of you know, if you've ever been at that point of letting go of one of the fur kids, that is one of the most difficult things to do. I've been there several times, and it really breaks your heart to have to say goodbye to them.
Yeah.
Our Brookie, who I may get to see, she might come down to Fort Lauderdale. I'm hoping she does, so I can introduce her to my Fort Lauderdale family. For her friends, the Girardis, and Jeanette and Ernie, Dawson, Hope's father, Winston G. Campbell, Sean, Angel and Derek, Lily in Norway, and for her mom, Olive, which is Stacy's mom, we're remembering her especially for what's coming forth for her tomorrow. Kathy's friend Catherine and baby Wyatt, baby Haven, Drew, recovering from COVID, Aaron Walker, Arthur Thompson, Elena, Tabby, Bill, Kelly, Jasmine and her two daughters, Anya and Myra, Alba, Mary Lou Burdick and her husband, Kim Blood and her sister Chris, Deirdre's sister Steph and Bob, her husband, Leo's friend Edwin, Joni and Adriel, Corinne, Tiago, Tony and her husband here in Florida, Tam in Utah, Vicky in Florida, going through surgery, Ken, who is paralyzed, Kathy's cousins Dottie and Dawn, Ruth Anderson and family, Rochelle's friend Stephen, who lost his son. And Rochelle is with us and says prayers for my friend Catherine, who is being induced tomorrow. Her and her husband Jason are having a baby after 10 years of infertility. That's a miracle.
Bless.
Thank you for sharing. Michelle with breast cancer, Bo and Candy Hand, my nieces and nephews in Kentucky, Brittany Kiss, Crystal Nobles, Dean and two boys, Gabriel and Jacob, and Brody the dog, Herb, Rochelle's mom, Rose, Bob Rice, Soma and Yatin, Julian Osborne, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Sharon Rhea, Chris, which is Josie's dad, Christina's friend Karen and her family, Eric Turner, Mira Rubin, Nick and his family, Jean, Cynthia, Helena, Edwina, and all of their children and family and animals and fur kids over there in Kenya, Lulu the kitty, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law, Padama, Tammy Hill and her family. Her mom has cancer and her sister Janet with cancer. And Blue Jean's friend Phil B. So if there's any that you all want to add to that, please do so. I see Rick adding Lynn Gallagher, and yeah, Josie's dad is in there. I'm hoping for a good outcome from that.
I just wanted to say I love you all and I have to get going, but have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Stacy. I so appreciate you.
I appreciate you and I'll see you soon. Bye, y'all. Love you. Namaste.
Love you. And Marietta says, yes, I am here. All right, darling. Well, you're in our prayers. And Deirdre, prayers for everyone, everywhere, Gaia and world peace, of course. Yes. Oksana says, thank you for praying. I believe prayer is praying us when we put our focus there into this holy stream of light that God is pouring onto us at all times. Amen. Yes, yes. And yes, Kathy Bow and Candy Hand are Kathy's parents. All right, so let's go into our hearts. And the one thing that we want to keep forward in our minds when we do the prayers every day is our beautiful earth, Mama Gaia. We do heart healing on here every day for our planet, for peace, for healing, for a calming of the waters, a calming of any natural disasters, the fires, tornadoes, storms, floods, earthquakes. We connect in from our heart to the heart of Mother Gaia. So let's do that now. Let's bring in the energy, asking for the Creator to look at all the things we brought forth, all the love, all the celebrations of life, all the ones that are hurting, that need that special touch today. We ask that God look down on all of them and hold them tight and let them know that they are seen and acknowledged as we do every day. Now breathe in that love from divinity, Divine Mother, and Christ, the angels, the ascended masters, and hold that love in your heart. Listen for your heartbeat. There's a rhythm to it. Listen to the beat. Breathe in again, right into that heart center. And watch that stream of light flow downward. As it flows through your body, watch as it goes through all the chakras, doing a clearing, a cleansing, opening up and aligning and balancing inside of you. And then it travels out the bottom of your feet. And that stream of light, which is so full of love and full of the energy from your own heart, is going right into Mother Earth. Just see it like roots traveling down through the soil, through the rocks, going right to the center of Mother Earth. And when it reaches that crystalline center, just let an explosion of love happen. Let all of that love that came from God into you, flowing through you, let it flow into the heart of Mother Earth. Listen for the heartbeat and get your heartbeat in sync with the Mother. Hear the beat, hear the rhythm, and flow your thoughts into Mother Earth. Thoughts of health, happiness, joy, gratitude. Now fill into that crystalline center. After we pour our love into it, it responds with love. It responds with energy. And as that energy comes back up through those roots that we place there, let it come into your root chakra. Feel strengthened. Feel like you can take on the world because now you've been energized by this beautiful love coming from Mother Earth. Let it flow upward and into your heart and anchor it there in your heart. And let's hold that thought all day long. The thought that we can flow love into our Earth Mother, and she can flow love right back to us. We give what we get, and we get what we give. Breathe in again. Let's see each person that's gathered today being held in that stream of light, which is so full of love. And we say words to each other every day, words that make a difference, words that make an impact. When we share gratitude and love, we are giving the ultimate gift to each other. So let's do that now. And let's see each person holding hands, gathered in a circle. And 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you so much. Hold that love all day long. Hold it in your heart and keep giving it out, because the more you give it, the more you're going to get it back. And remember, at 11 o'clock this morning, Stacy and I will come back on, and we're going to just gather together to feel into that beautiful portal of energy that's opening at 11:11. I love you all so much. Have a blessed day.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play.
Pray for each other.
Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime.
So much love to little kids and baby Gruff.
Because
Thank you, Blue Jean, for what you do. Thank you for sending Reiki to every person that's on our prayer list.
come on, let's play.
Come on, let's play. I love you. Namaste, y'all. I will see you later. We'll see you at 11.